The air crackles with malevolence, as if the very atmosphere is charged with the weight of impending doom. A long oak table sits in a dimly lit hall, its surface scarred by the passage of time and the weight of countless decisions. Around it gather figures pulled from the darkest chapters of European history, their faces etched with the marks of their infamous deeds. Napoleon, the emperor who crowned himself, stands with an air of unyielding arrogance. Hitler, the dictator who plunged the world into war, his eyes burning with a fervor that once ignited a global conflict. Stalin, the tyrant who ruled through fear and famine, his presence a chilling reminder of the power of absolute control. These men, architects of unimaginable suffering, now find themselves face to face. Their legacies intertwined in a macabre dance of power. Their eyes, cold and calculating, lock in a silent battle of wills, each one measuring the other, seeking any sign of weakness. The very air seems to tremble with the weight of their ambition, as if the room itself is straining under the pressure of their combined presence. This is no council of peace, but a convergence of malevolent forces, each one vying for dominance. This is a gathering storm of iron and fury, a battle royale of history's monsters, where the stakes are nothing less than the soul of humanity. Napoleon, the brilliant tactician, surveys the room, his mind racing with possibilities and strategies. His strategy is swift, decisive action, always staying several steps ahead of his adversaries. He seeks to outmaneuver, to conquer with speed and precision, leaving no room for error. Hitler, consumed by his ideology of hate, sees only enemies to be crushed, driven by a relentless pursuit of power. He craves total domination, fueled by propaganda and fear, manipulating the masses to his will. Stalin, the master manipulator, observes from behind his inscrutable gaze, calculating every move. He seeks to divide and conquer, to turn rivals against each other, to rule through paranoia and control, ensuring his grip on power remains unchallenged. Each tyrant, a master of manipulation, brings their own brand of darkness to the table, shaping history with their ruthless ambition. These tyrants, though driven by different ideologies, share a common thirst, the adoration of the masses. They understand the intoxicating power of personality. Hitler, a master propagandist, uses fear and hatred to bind his followers to him. Stalin cultivates an image of benevolent fatherhood, even as his gulags overflow. Napoleon, the charismatic general, inspires fervent loyalty in his armies. Each tyrant understands true power comes not just from force, but from the unwavering devotion of millions. Section 4, a continent in chaos. When dictators collide, their ideologies, a toxic cocktail of nationalism, fascism, and communism, are fundamentally incompatible. Cooperation is impossible. Each man craves absolute power. Imagine the chaos. Napoleon's armies clash with Hitler's Wehrmacht in a brutal ballet of tanks and artillery. Stalin, ever the opportunist, waits for the perfect moment to unleash his Red Army. The very land itself would tremble under the weight of their conflict. Cities would crumble, nations would shatter, and the innocent would be caught in the crossfire. Section 5. Echoes of tyranny in a digital age. But this is not just a story of the past. The shadows of tyranny stretch far and wide, infiltrating the very fabric of our contemporary society. The echoes of tyranny resonate even in our modern world. They manifest in ways both overt and subtle, often catching us unaware. Social media, a tool of connection, can be twisted into a weapon of manipulation. What was once a platform for sharing and unity can become a battleground of misinformation. Algorithms can be used to amplify division and sow distrust. We must be vigilant, for these digital mechanisms can shape our perceptions and realities. We must recognize the seductive nature of extremism. It preys on our fears and uncertainties, offering simple answers to complex problems. We must remember the lessons of history, lest we be doomed to repeat them. The past is a mirror reflecting the potential dangers of our present. The battle against tyranny continues, fought not on battlefields, but in the hearts and minds of every citizen. It is a struggle for the soul of our society. The future depends on our vigilance, our critical thinking, our unwavering commitment to truth. Each of us has a role to play in safeguarding our freedoms. The ghosts of tyrants past urge us to be vigilant, for the seeds of their brand of chaos still linger, waiting for fertile ground to take root. We must not let history repeat itself.